You know that feeling, right? You're trying to teach someone something new and you just watch them get totally frustrated, anxious, and then they just give up. It happens all the time. But what if the secret to actually teaching well isn't about the what, but the how? What if it's all about building this psychological safety net first? Well, we stumbled upon this document that lays out the blueprint perfectly.
Yeah, this is the real question, isn't it? How do you teach someone who's literally afraid to learn? When that fear is the biggest wall you're up against, where do you even start? We found a document that gives a stunningly clear answer to that exact problem.
And get this, the answer is hidden inside this plan for a super simple YouTube video. Seriously, at first glance, you'd think it's just a basic content brief for a tech tutorial, but when you look closer, you realize it's a total masterclass in empathy. It's a blueprint for teaching that puts psychological safety above everything else.
Okay, so here's how we're going to break this down together. We'll start with why this thing is a blueprint for empathy. Then we'll get into its most important rule. You have to build trust first. After that, we'll look at its incredible safety net structure. And then we'll wrap up by seeing how you can use these ideas to teach, well, pretty much anything.
All right, let's dive into part 1, a blueprint for empathy. We're going to deconstruct what makes this plan a masterclass in communication. So the case study is a plan for a YouTube channel called Tech Made Easy for Seniors. And this is where it gets so good. Look at how clear this is. It doesn't just say the audience is seniors. No, it pinpoints their core fear that they're going to delete the wrong thing or lose something important forever. So right from the start, the goal isn't just to teach a technical skill. It's to get rid of that fear of making a mistake.
So how exactly does the plan do that? How does it tackle that fear? Well, it understands something absolutely critical. You can't teach someone a skill until you've made it feel safe for them to learn it. Trust has to come first.
And this slide just lays it out perfectly. On one side, you've got your typical tech tutorial, right? It's fast, it assumes you know stuff, it's full of jargon, and honestly, it usually just makes you more anxious. But then, look at the empathetic approach from the plan. Speak slowly, simple American English, and this one's huge. No fear-based language. Every single instruction here is designed to lower your anxiety and build your confidence. It's not just about dumping information on you.
And this quote, which the plan specifically says to use, is really the heart and soul of this whole philosophy. Take your time, you can't break anything. Wow, that's not just a nice thing to say, right? It's a promise. It's like a verbal contract that tells the learner, hey, you are safe here. It's okay to make mistakes because you can undo them. You are in control.
Okay, so we see how trust gets built. Now let's really dig into the structure of the lesson itself. This is where the true genius of this plan just pops. See, the 10-point outline in the original document, it's not just a random list of steps. It's so much smarter than that. It's actually a carefully constructed safety net, designed to catch the user before they even start to feel like they might fall. It sees their fears coming and deals with them ahead of time.
We can actually boil down those 10 points into this really powerful 4-step loop. And just check out the flow here. First, it explains the concept. What does deleting even mean? Then it shows you how to do it. But here's the crucial part, step 3. It immediately shows you how to undo that action. It reveals the safety net, that trash folder, before the fear of deleting can even take root. And then it just reinforces that feeling of safety with a lot of reassurance.
And this brings us to a really critical idea, the reversible action. The second a learner understands that what they're doing isn't permanent, their fear just nosedives. This plan doesn't treat recovering an email from the trash as some extra tip at the end. No, it makes it a central part of the main lesson. And that is just a brilliant psychological move.
And when you actually break down the 10 steps from the video plan, the numbers are just incredible. Look at this. A full 60% of the steps are explicitly about building confidence and explaining what's going on. Only 20%, just 1/5 of the whole lesson, is the actual how-to part. The rest is all about reinforcing that safety net. It just proves the main goal isn't teaching the skill. It's about how you feel while you're learning it. Okay, so how can we take all of this and apply it in our own lives? Because let's be real, these principles go way beyond just one YouTube video for seniors.
I mean, think about it. This isn't really about teaching email, is it? It's a blueprint for empathetic communication. Whether you're trying to teach a coworker some new software, or your kid how to ride a bike, or even just a friend a new board game, the principles are exactly the same. What we've really found here isn't just a video plan, it's a universal guide to teaching with empathy.
So here it is, the universal blueprint that we can pull from this whole case study. First, you have to address the learner's fear head-on.
Don't pretend it's not there. Next, build that safety net. Show them the undo button, whatever that looks like for the skill you're teaching. Simplify your language, get rid of the jargon, pace the lesson for them, not for you. And maybe most important of all, lead with patience and reassurance. This is how you empower someone to actually learn.
And that brings us to our final thought for you. Think about a skill you've struggled to teach someone, or maybe a person you've had a hard time connecting with. What would change if you stopped focusing so much on the information and started by building them a safety net? What could you really teach if you just started with empathy first?